Hello again, I am John Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager Create a Team with Goodwood F1 Racing. Tonight it's round 18. We're heading to the Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix. And we are trying now to court Kimi Antonelli, because Porsche has actually now signed a contract with another team. He is going to Aston Martin on a 3-year deal to replace Fernando Alonso. So we started scouting Alonso just to kind of see what his wage situation's like. If I can somehow steal Alonso away from free agency, that would be incredible. And then we can keep Antonelli in our affiliate program. But at the moment, we've got to sign him. I've offered him an affiliate position, waiting to hear back from him. In fact, I'm a little worried, actually, that he might have had his offer reset as well. Let me find him. Oh, there we go. Negotiations are expiring in 3 days' time. So we should find out after the Singapore Grand Prix whether or not he is willing to join us. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We've offered him a 3-year deal, I believe, on an affiliate contract for a decent amount of money, with the plan to promote him up if we can't fill the seat with Alonso. So he could be our car one driver next season, potentially. We shall see. Let's take a quick look at where we stand. We have to consider what we want to do with Pedro, whether we want to keep him or replace him. We have a few other staff that we are potentially going to look at replacing. We are going to be replacing Isabella Cockram. Let's actually take a quick look at who we have been comparing against. Where is the scouting for technical chiefs? So we've been looking at Jody Eggington, Matt Harmon, Max Coulthus as well. Coulthus is not much of an improvement. We would be sacrificing performance in suspension to gain it in quite a few other places, but still not exactly amazing stats, but young and would be cheap. No buyout fee. Contract wise, I would imagine he would be maybe somewhere around the $1 million mark. Isabella Cockram is still on her over the top salary from when the game first launched. And then the other option really is probably Matt Harmon, who is a fair bit better, as you can see. 47 years old, and I believe has actually left Alpine already in reality. So technically is a free agent. How long has he got in his contract? He's out of contract at the end of the year as well. He will be a bit more expensive, but he would be a marked improvement, as you can see. Only down a couple of points in chassis, but up a lot everywhere else. Definitely would be a big improvement for our car for next season. I'm also considering maybe replacing our head of aero. We don't have a lot of options sort of scouted at the moment. This is our guy here. He still has another year to go on his contract, so he would cost us a fair bit to get rid of. And then our sporting director, also not particularly great. Bruno, he's going to be quite expensive to replace as well. But we've got some options here. Sabine, not seen her before. Don't have an available scout at the moment. We are scouting Alonso and something else as well. Who are we? Scouting another driver, it would seem. Who else are we scouting? Oh yeah, Isaac. We were looking at other options as well. How you doing, Truck? How you doing, Dino? Good to see you guys. Didn't Harmon leave after the opening races along with Dr. Bauer? Yes, he did. So, what do we need to do next? We need to check the car because it is race day. So, only got the one Mark 1 chassis, which we are keeping with Porsche. Plenty of spare original chassis, and we've got new ones on the way. Front wings, I only have 2 front wings, but hopefully we'll have a spare ready for the race. We've got 1 spare rear wing, no spare side pods, but again, we've got new side pods on the way, I think. Underfloor, we have 1 spare. Suspensions, no spares. And let's see, we are working on chassis and front wings. First one will be ready day of qualifying. And then the next one won't be ready till after the Grand Prix. So, yeah, I desperately need to get another slot unlocked in the factory. I do not have a quick and cool 7 million or so to upgrade that, unfortunately, though. It will cost, 7 million. And I still haven't built a suspension simulator. That's going to cost me 6 million. So there's $13 million of necessary upgrades needed here for our facilities, just to give us a workable factory and an improvement to our car performance in general. A lot of expense, and we don't really have a reliable enough income stream to do either of those at the moment. I would desperately love to be able to upgrade other facilities as well. Again, just do not have the money right now, so we're kind of just muddling through as best we can. Tonight's Grand Prix is going to be a bit of a weird one. You can see there's a whole mix of downforce on this circuit. So there's a mixture of high, low, and medium. It's not there's no one real characteristic that really dominates. It does recommend medium speed and acceleration, both of which are not great. The acceleration isn't really good at all. Medium speed is okay on car 1 because of the upgrades that are on that one. Not so good on car 2. So we're going to be a little bit more careful with our upgrades. Our targets. I still think 18th or above is definitely doable for Porsche, but do not think we can get 18th with Lawson tonight. So we are going to go for 20th with him, and let's see what we can do.
Our Formula One season continues here in the Republic of Singapore. The Marina Bay Street Circuit is lit up and ready for action, looking like some sort of scene from a science fiction movie. But the competition is real, and nothing else can deliver quite like Formula One.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And as the final round begins, what a season it's been.
Now let's crack on with the weekend.
Go home, Karun, you're drunk. Once again, it is not the final round of the season. How you doing, Brooke? How do you, Mr. Water? Good to see you guys. We need to get our car set up pretty quickly. We are going to go with a very high downforce setup at the rear. It's quite a long lap. I'm going to go with 17 laps of fuel. Swap out some parts again. sticking with that gearbox. Moving on to Lawson. One thing I don't like that is a new feature, if you will, on this version of the game is that it always resets back to the top like this with the cursor. I wish it would just stay where it was. So if I go into ERS where we've just been to do that and then come out, we're back at chassis. I wish it had stayed on ERS so it would just be up one press down on the gearbox. It's not really an issue for PC players because they use a mouse and they can just point the cursor wherever they want. For us here on consoles, us peasants in air quotes there, and we're using the D-pad, then yeah, it just adds a lot more unnecessary steps and movement. I really do wish that would change. I know the game is mouse compatible. I just personally, I'm so used to using the D-pad that I don't know how well I could do with the mouse. Don't really have a good surface for the mouse either at the moment, and I don't have a keyboard attached either. So just stick with the nice, easy controller.
Copy, radio check.
Okay, copy.
Radio check. Okay, copy, copy. Copy.
Work as much as you can on brakes and tires.
Copy that.
Right, let's see how well we can get our cars dialed in.
I'm not fully ready, okay?
And there is Mr. Antonelli. I was racing with number 01. That's interesting. Where's that number come from? Because obviously he can't race with 1 because that's Max's number. He didn't get a number for F3 because he skipped F3. What number is he racing with an F2? Have a quick Google. It's car number 4. And that's Norris, so he can't race with number 4 in F1. No, wait, hang on. He's racing with number 12. So, who is number 12 allocated to? Felipe Nazir in 2015 and 2016. I think they're only held for like 7 years, aren't they? Or is it 10 years? Here we go. A permanent number can only be reallocated if the driver associated with that number has not participated in a race for 2 entire consecutive seasons. So theoretically, then Antonelli could take number 12. Be interesting to see if that happens. How you doing, Naito? There have been temporary numbers issued. Yeah, drivers like Behrman has used like a temporary number. But I've never seen a 01 being used before.
High stronger alert, fast corners.
Okay, mate.
There you can see 01 on the back of the car and on the front. Yeah, that's very, very weird. Sonoda's got 22, which was Button's number. Yeah, Button couldn't. Button's number was actually delayed in availability for a year because he did that substitute race for Alonso at Monaco the year after he retired. But yeah, number 12 is currently unclaimed, so I would imagine that might well be Kimi Antonelli's number if he gets on the grid in real life. I don't know what it will do in the game. Guess we'll find out. Let's go with something like that. See how that works. Yeah, I think it's just a randomly generated number in game because there's no number assigned to Kimi Antonelli at the moment. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't think it's genuine because it's not even the same font as McLaren, as Mercedes. So it does seem a bit weird. It's about the closest I can get it, I think. Looking at those spaces. Try that. Yeah, if anyone else has signed Kimi Antonelli and put him in a car, please do let me know what number shows up. I'm genuinely curious if that's just a coding glitch or what. feedback is incoming, 70%. So we have improved, but not enough. That's still a fair way off. 84 for Lawson, that's better, but again, still not close. More tweaking is needed, and we have a crash, and it's not one of my two, I hope. They're both still moving. Oh, it's Isaac. Hit the Williams? Yeah, just that's pretty low impact, shouldn't do too much. Okay, let's do some tweaking. Can you ask about motorcycle buying recommendations here in chat? By all means, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to answer your questions, but ask away. Go 25 laps of fuel. There we go. Right, Lawson. So the roll bar, so it needs to be at least a 7.3. We go with an 8.2. It's too much. Let's go to a 7.3. There we go. Let's go with that.
Green.
I mean, if you're going to try and make a decision on what type of bike to buy, just in my little chat, you're probably much better off going to like a proper bike forum, and you'll get a lot more real-world experience feedback than in here. I don't know anyone in here even has a motorbike. Even Reddit's probably better than here for that. Oh, wow. Welcome back, Farah. What do I think of Freddie Bestie? I think he's a talented driver. I don't think he's going to get many opportunities though to get into Formula One. It's so hard for young drivers to break through. I mean, you've only got to look at Lawson, Drogovic, Porsche. None of them are getting on the grid at the moment.
Can you give me quick feedback, please?
Feels good.
Antonelli's only being considered for the seat because he is the next prodigy like Max. Everyone's looking for a Max level prodigy, and if they don't get it, they don't get on the grid. You know, of the recent drivers, I mean, Mick came in as an F2 champion, got a season or two, and that was it. mixed F1 career is effectively over. Piastri is the only real success story, but he is again one of those upper echelon drivers. He was the reigning F3 champion when he went into F2. Then he won F2 in the same season, and now he's in Formula One. But it took a lot of wrangling to get him in. McLaren obviously had a lot of faith in him. Alpine didn't. I honestly don't think that Vesti's got much of a chance of getting on the grid, unfortunately, unless things change dramatically. Plus, if your benefactor team doesn't think you're quite good enough, it ain't happening. Well, it's not so much that. I mean, it's who have they got in the car? That's the thing. It's kind of a bit like football in some respects as well. Football always used to be more grassroots, young players coming up through the academy and getting into the first team. I mean, you've only got to look at what happened with United with that, with a class of was it class of 96? With the Nevilles, Beckham, Butt, Scholes, Giggs. No, Giggs was a little bit before then. But, a whole group of young players that had kind of come up through the academy. And then you look at Chelsea, who just bought players. Endless number of players. And then would just farm them out on loan. And they never really got anywhere near, the squad, let alone the first team. And it's only since specific rules were added in to limit, to force the number of homegrown players in the squad that, younger players started getting a chance again. But even then, a lot of them are only, there just to make up the squad numbers to fulfill that criteria rather than actual genuine breakout stars. There's not very many in the grand scheme of things. Across all the teams. Some teams are better than others, but it depends on the philosophy of the coach and the team more than anything else. Klopp, who was very good at looking to bring young players through the academy, and Liverpool have benefited from that, but other clubs haven't had that same level of success with their youth system. Am I following football? I do follow football, not as much as I used to, but I do follow the results. This is proving quite stubborn, this car. Oh, there we go. I didn't even look. We nailed it with Lawson. That's excellent. So one car is done. The other one is misbehaving. What's my favourite team? It's Liverpool. Has been since I was a kid. All right, almost at the end of the season. The session. And then it's a spell on softs to finish off our setups. Austin's done, just needs to get his track knowledge done. Porsche does need to finalise the setup as well. I don't tend to watch football anymore now, I just tend to follow the results. I will try and grab highlights where I can, depending on the match.
Green.
Right. Let's see if Porsche likes the changes. It's going to be a blow losing Teo at the end of the season. He has been the better driver of our pairing, and he has the more potential out of the two as well. But a small part of me did kind of hope that when I saw he was going to Aston that Stroll would be moving on, but it's not. It's Alonso, and maybe we could tempt Alonso, but I mean, he may just want way too much money. Contract-wise, we're not going to have to pay anything outside of a big signing bonus to get him. So there's that, but his wages might just be too much. Why we're scouting him, to see how much he's on right now. If anyone can get anything out of our car, it'll be him. Come on, B100, B100. Ah, 94. It's not good enough.
Yeah, copy.
Pit lane.
We will stop on the mark.
Christ, I'm going to be a 9. That's the last thing I can do. Hopefully that will be enough. Don't want to use up another set of tyres, but I'm going to end up giving them back anyway, so might as well. Oh, did I not put enough fuel? Oh, I might not put the fuel in. Oh dear. No idea whether I've got enough fuel in the car to do a long enough run here. Evening refill. It ties with Aston. Oh shit, I wasn't quick enough. That's looking good. That's looking very promising. Get them out and hopefully I can get a little bit more feedback before the end of the session. I'm guessing both your contracts are at their end. Oh yeah, contract end. I thought I said and. Who do I recommend you get? Well, keep Alonso if you can. Stroll is decent in this game. He's not quite as good as he was last year, so there's some improvement in reality in that respect. But whoever you can, whoever's available, who's better than Stroll. And there we go. We've got the car confirmed. We are now ready for quali.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
There are 3 periods of qualifying ahead of the drivers now. Remember, only the fastest 10 will make it through to Q3 for a shot at pole position.
We can see the Ferrari driver there, Karun. How do you think they're going to be
He's not a
feeling
Ferrari
heading into
driver.
qualifying?
Well, neither teammate has really managed to
Both
score well
Crofty
so far.
and
Perhaps picking up
Karun are
a few
drunk.
points this weekend would spur on a bit of healthy rivalry.
Let the competition commence.
Alonso's in his 40s. He's not going to have high development at all, but he's a consistent performer. I'd see if you can keep him on a 2-year deal. All right, let's put the better bits back in the car. Good engine. Good ERS. Keep that gearbox in. And I should now have a spare. Yes, I do have a spare front wing now.
Green.
You'd likely need a decent race sim to stop his stats deteriorating. Yeah, that and decent results. You can have the best race sim in the world, but if you're not getting the results, then the driver will get demoralised, and that will hasten the decline of their stats, as far as I understand, with the new mentality. It certainly improved. It certainly hastened their stat decline in the previous game if they weren't getting the results. I've seen files where Hamilton stats really nosedived towards the end of the first season. Well, not nosedive, but started to go down towards the end of the first season. Yet when we had Hamilton in our Mercedes playthrough and we won the championship with him at the end of the first season, we had that run he went on where he was winning a lot of the last half a dozen, well, a lot of the last half of the season. We went on a run of I think 8 wins in 9 races or something like that with Hamilton. And we actually saw slight improvement in his stats because he was getting the results. So I would imagine a similar thing will carry across, but will be further influenced by the mentality hub in this version of the game. Copy. And I would imagine a good race sim will help, but it won't be the deciding factor.
a good one.
All right, let's take the helicopter for a spin. We should beat Max out. There he is. A lot of blue and yellow around this circuit. You could always use that as a colour scheme inspiration if anyone wanted to do a Malaysian back team. All right, first lap coming to an end for Teo.
Remember to keep following your delta, yeah?
And we're a second slower than Yuki. All right, Lawson 2 and a bit tenths lower. That tracks given the performance difference between the two cars. Let's accelerate time a little bit. Get ready for a run at the end of the session. Roll out of position right now. I imagine he's going to improve, which is going to put Lawson in the drop zone. And he does improve up to 11th place. So Lawson now in the drop zone. Might be able to get him through. see if we can improve. We should be able to on this lap with both drivers, but will it be enough? Very close between Lawson and Hulkenberg at the moment, 24 thousandths of a second. No improvement for Porsche. Maybe I should have gone with brand new tyres. No improvement for Lawson either. See how the middle sector favours us. The distribution of the corners doesn't really help us in any particular sector either. There's no one sector where we're better than the rest of the field that we're fighting against, because the high, low and medium are all mixed in with each other all the way around the circuit. Doesn't look like Porsche is going to improve. He doesn't, so he stays 15th. Don't think Lawson's going to improve either, unless we have a mighty final sector here. No, Lawson is out. Hulkenberg has already done his time, so we do just miss out with Lawson. But Porsche is currently going through. We've got Zhou on a lap and Ocon as well. Given Gasly's pace, I don't think Ocon will trouble us. Zhou might, but I don't think he will. Oh, damn. Ocon gets through, knocks out Hulkenberg. That came out of nowhere. Zhou stays 21st. So, Porsche into Q2, Lawson out in 18th. That's not too bad. His target for the race is 20th, so he's 2 places above where he needs to finish. Let's see how we can do with Teo. This will be a very slow time. On very worn tyres, 68% across the line.
Copy.
131.4. A full second slower than Albon, but he has been quicker than us for a lot this season. I'm going to do one run at the end on brand new tyres and hope that that's going to work for us. We should be near the bottom, if not at the bottom of this. Yeah, a long way off. We're only really, I think, fighting with Ocon here in qualifying. Everyone else, I think, is going to be too quick for us.
What you need to warm up?
Copy.
cars piling out. They shouldn't get in the way. Last couple might, depending on when they pop out. Oh wow, Sainz has set an equal lap time with Max. Look at that. Slightly up in the first sector. Way up. Oh wait, no, that's not showing Max's actual time, lap history. So 26, 37, 23, 26, 36, 23. Yeah. Very close. All right, we are off and running on our flying lap. How much time can we find? Top four currently separated by less than a tenth of a second. Of course, it's only Q2, so it's not going to set pole. Perez up there as well. Piastri's quite a way off the pace right now. Stroll moves up to 8th, improves by 0.6 of a second. Porsche has gone green in the middle as well. Final sector to go. And we come up to the final corners. And up to the line. Oh wow, look at that. We found 1.7 seconds. We are in 13th. Can we stay there? Bottas is on a flying lap. There's Albon. And there's Ocon. So Albon's going to be the next one to cross the line. How's this year's version? It's good. I mean, it's got issues. When does one of these games launch without issues, unfortunately? But, I mean, as a general experience, it's definitely better than the previous version. Albon is not able to catch us, so he is going to stay 15th. Ocon is behind Valtteri. There he is. Bottas just pips us. And Ocon's bailed. Wonder if he made a mistake somewhere on his lap. Well. 14th. That's good. I mean, 18th is our target with Porsche, so we're going to start 4 places above that, but can we stay there? That is the question. Only a 10th behind Valtteri, though. That's a little bit more encouraging. Right, who stuck it on pole? Max, of course he did. By a 10th from Perez. And then a bit of a gap back to Leclerc. And then Sainz, Norris and Piastri. Alonso, Tsunoda, Ricciardo and Russell. Hamilton didn't make it through. I didn't even realise. Stroll is out as well with a penalty, so he'll go down even further. Yeah, Hamilton didn't make it out. Then it's Bottas, Porsche. So Porsche could actually be starting in 13th. Sargent has a penalty as well. He'll be at the back.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action.
The walls around Singapore force the cars close together, and even the best can waver in the tight spaces. Back in 2011, we saw Lewis Hamilton clip Felipe Massa as the two battled it out. There were certainly some words exchanged after that one, as I'm sure you recall.
The bumpy street surfaces here make this a challenging circuit for the drivers, and the humidity causes them to lose as much as 3 kilos over the course of a race. But it's also tough on the cars, with 23 corners to tackle each and every lap. Good low-speed downforce will make all the difference here. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
There is my sexy beast of a car. Oh, wow. That is not what I was expecting to see on the strategy screen. Oh. Okay. That's even quicker. That's a 14-second improvement. That's even faster still. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the right call, though. Right, I'm expecting to get lapped a lot here. What is it? 1.7 kilos for a lap of fuel. I'm going to take 3 laps out because there's a good chance of a safety car here. We are not going to push anything off the line. Three laps out. And let's see how we go.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. A lot of people will be keen to see just how Zhou Guanyu will fare today.
I don't think there'll be many expecting them to mount a challenge from P19, but I wouldn't discount their chances.
Right, let's get to it then. And this is it, the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, we're off. All right, take it easy, truck. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll hopefully catch you tomorrow. Oh, great start from Lawson. He's up to 16th. Evening, Ruben. Oh, and that's a sneaky look from Hulkenberg, and he gets the move done. What's everyone doing tyre-wise? Wow, a lot of guys starting on the softs here.
Remember, we need the tires for long.
Copy, copy.
Here is on.
And this is where we start to go backwards.
In 2 seconds left. From the car wide.
And we shut him down. Going to try a slightly different approach here on this track. Given the weaknesses of our car, I'm going to try and just go defensive in this first stint and not just get blitzed by everybody and not push the tyres. I want to try and stick to my strategy rather than having to react to the pushing of everybody else, and hope that it will come good for us later in the stint when everyone's tyres start to fall away. But we are going to be vulnerable to lunges like that. So trying to keep the battery in reserve for as long as I can, which is not something we normally do. We want to try and keep that battery low because high, because when we do start to try and push as the soft tyres fall away, I want to be able to try and sprint away and stay away rather than just opening up a gap and immediately getting closed up again. But there is going to come a point where our resistance is going to fail. And there we go, Ocon gets through. That's been coming for many laps. See if we can stay with him.
Focus on yourself.
We're already 22 and a half seconds behind Red Bulls.
Copy.
Oh, we're back in the lead of this pack. It's not exactly the lead, is it? But you know what I mean.
Good job, mate.
There is very much a two-tier grid. There is all the teams that have scored points so far, and everybody else. Nobody past Ricciardo has scored points yet this season in the standings. Verstappen really dominating this. He has. We're on round 18. He's won 14 of the previous 17 races and all 3 sprints so far. He's just had that flywheel of monster stats through high mentality, just keeping him spinning at peak performance. But I have seen other playthroughs where he's not been dominant. Even some of my other playthroughs, he's not been dominant. Say the mentality really does give too strong a boost at the moment. I know that it's something that they're working on. They have already done a bit of a patch to it. But, pretty good lap there for Teo. Ocon will probably get the DRS. Oh, he will. I mean, I thought I was going to say he'd probably get past us, but we actually managed to shut him down through the final turn. Going to have another look here into turn 1. Yeah, that's a done move. But we'll now have DRS for the next zone around this next corner.
Just do it. Do your best. Come on.
Try and get those temperatures down a little bit in the dirty air. Lawson in particular, his temps are climbing very high.
Copy. Copy.
Having to use the battery here because we're losing too much pace with the fuel save. And the tyre save combined.
Copy.
Porsche back in front of Ocon again, so we can control the pace again. Take a look at tyres. Not many cars actually pushing their tyres right now. Perez has kind of just been pushing his tyres at normal pace. everyone else has kind of been looking after those tyres. The softs in particular have been looked after here.
Copy.
Come on, Liam, get back in the range. Damn it.
Copy, copy. Copy that. Copy. Okay, copy.
Might be able to get away from Porsche, from Ocon. Not yet. Hulkenberg might just have lost the DRS at sea. Nope, his rear wing's open. He just managed to hang in there. But he is starting to struggle with those tyres now. Doesn't quite have the same level of grip he did a couple of laps ago.
Copy that. Yeah, copy, copy.
I say that, he immediately closes up and leaves us behind. And we have broken away from Ocon.
Copy.
Turn back and assist off now. Can we get a run on one of these two? Joe getting close and having a look as well.
Copy. Copy.
Yeah, and that breakaway has now worked for Porsche. He's now extended the gap by another second.
Yeah, copy. Copy.
Let's look at getting a little bit more battery into the car. And then try and do the same with Lawson.
Copy.
So Leclerc and Perez are fighting over second place. Let's have a quick little gander at that. Sainz is right there as well.
Yeah, copy.
There we go, back in range again.
Copy. Copy.
Right, let's see if we can get the move done here. Power of battery and DRS might be enough to get us past Hulkenberg. But we did not get a good exit. And Ocon is through and looking to break away. Stroll has appeared behind us. I didn't realise Stroll was all that way back. His penalty was quite heavy then. Go. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Beautiful. Lawson now up into 16th place. Let's make sure we get back onto Ocon before we run out of battery.
So this is what happened. Right, let's have a look here as we go into turn 8. It's there for the taking.
Copy. Copy.
How far off the lead are we now? 49 seconds after 13 laps. Ouch. After 12 laps. That's quite a gap.
Copy.
I repeat the stunt and get through here on Ocon. No. Double harvest.
Okay, mate, copy.
Try again. Stroll and Hulkenberg keep swapping places. Stroll's going to close up pretty quickly, I think. Oh yeah, look at the difference in tyres now. Stroll's really been looking after those tyres. He's on us already. I Did not take long.
Okay.
We are vulnerable here. Stroll is pushing.
Okay, copy. 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 Okay, copy that. Copy.
Right, we are lapping 10.5 quicker than Valtteri. About a 10.5, no, about a tenth slower than Ocon.
A little bit with the fronts.
And I need to get Lawson through.
Copy box.
It's just not happening at the moment.
Copy.
Ricardo into the pits. That's a bad stop. It's a really bad stop. Oh
And
wow, what a
what's that?
disastrous stop there.
Pit stop issue.
Yeah, copy.
Come on, please, this time. I'm playing on the hardest possible start. So we went with really, really bad staff, rookie drivers, only a $2 million starting budget, and the worst possible facilities. And we had the sponsorship glitch that was patched out earlier in the week, affecting our finances as well, which really did not help us. So we've been struggling to get any kind of improvement to the car or our team in general. It's been
Okay,
rough.
copy.
Our best finish so far is 12th. And we've only recently started to get consistently on the edge of points, you know, sort of top 14 kind of results on a semi-consistent basis. Let's see, Williams and Haas, us, Sauber, Alpine, no points for those teams at all yet this season. So we're all locked on 0 points.
Copy that.
Oh, what am I doing? Ah, all that hard work undone.
Something's not gone right in the pits.
Oh,
Over to
problems,
you,
Joe.
So Joe pulled in okay there.
And yeah, hard car development, hard racing in the options
Get the
as well.
tyre off.
Yeah, problems with that right rear. Hopefully our pit stops will be clean. No, they're not going to be quick.
Copy.
Yeah, Stroll is away, look. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Ocon now.
Copy.
Oh, got a yellow flag. It's Ocon. Ocon's in the wall.
Copy.
The yellows into that area.
Copy.
I completely missed that because I was too busy looking at changing settings. But yeah, he just went straight on and then broke his wing.
Honestly. Oh. Copy.
So let's
Now,
pick up
I'm
the
going to
pace.
see.
Here's
This
the
is a bit of a risk.
Copy.
It's slower. Quite a bit slower. Yeah, we'll stick with what we're doing.
I think we need to start getting a little bit quicker.
Box early.
Copy. Copy box.
Yeah, we're in danger of getting swallowed up now by everyone pushing to get to the pits. That's going to hurt the mentality and the confidence.
Copy.
Don't really want to use any battery here. I think Sargent's going to box in front of us. Ricardo has just boxed behind us. He might just lunge. No, he didn't. He didn't have the angle. So we'll avoid getting overtaken by Ricardo. Sargent has stayed out, so we've got an undercut chance here on Sargent. Gasly's coming in behind us. .8, that's not bad, and we will hold position against Gasly. Hulkenberg goes through. We are out in front of Magnussen. And here come the Ferraris to lap us.
Copy.
And we can hold off Gasly.
Copy.
And we should get DRS off the back of the Ferraris here.
You ready?
Copy that.
All right, Alonso is in. Albon is also in. Hard tyres for Alonso. medium tyres for Albon.
Copy. Copy.
That's my mate.
Copy that. Copy.
Still in range of the Ferraris. Not quite. I need to turn the tyres down now.
Copy.
Alright, let's leave Lawson to his own devices for a bit and focus in on Porsche. Let's go one more lap. Got a nice healthy gap. As Bottas is going to be boxing either this lap or next. He's getting swamped now by Bottas and Hamilton. We've got 7 seconds to Ricciardo. Gasly's gone through. Didn't take long. Yeah, just went for the lunge in the braking
And
zone.
who's that having an issue in the pits?
Problem for Sargent. That helps us. Soft tyres. Problem with the left rear this time.
Just hop in there. Copy. Copy. Copy.
A well-timed safety car could be crucial for us.
Come on, mate. Box, box, box.
Copy, box.
I don't think we can do enough to jump Valtteri, but we'll try. Max boxes from the lead.
Trying to keep the tires cool.
He's going to come out behind us and start to press in and lap us again. We've got Norris not far behind us.
Copy.
There he is, there's Norris,
Okay, copy.
current race leader, but needs to stop again. And into the pits we go.
Pits lane.
Well, I can see how much Ricardo close is up there. 5 seconds in 2 laps. Need a good stop. Don't think we're going to get Bottas. He's coming around the corner now, across the line. Yeah, he's gone through. It's kind of unexpected. Can we get ahead of Stroll? No. But we'll come out close behind him and we'll have slightly fresher tyres. Try and get our way through. New fastest lap for Carlos.
Back up to 10.
Copy. Copy.
There's Lando. Still got a way to go yet before he stops as well.
Copy.
A little defensive move from Gasly.
Copy.
Got a yellow flag. Leclerc has damaged his car.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
That's at the bridge. Oh, just clipped the inside wall. That's a rare mistake. That is a stupid mistake. Yeah, it is, Charles. Perez gets to live another day, and that's going to hurt Charles' Grand Prix.
Second nut. Copy.
Right, this time. Looks like the cameraman's been on the coffee. He's got the jitters. And we are through.
Copy.
Let's keep pushing the pace to see if we can build up a bit of a gap.
Okay, copy.
Don't go crazy on the rears.
Copy.
Oh, damn. Gasly's pushing as well. Trying to come back at us.
Copy that. Copy.
All right, we'll just have to settle in. Hope we can do enough.
Copy. Yeah, copy.
don't quite have the pace at the moment to close in with Porsche on the cars in front. Again, tyres are in much, much healthier condition. And we will have a set of softs that we can use at the end.
Yeah, copy that.
Hopefully that will work out for him.
Copy.
Desperately trying to break that toe.
Copy that.
There we go. Now, can we stay clear? That is the question. Really push the tyres a little bit harder than I wanted to, so I've got to do a little bit of reparation. Run at a slower pace than I would like, just to bring that wear rate back to its prediction. Working out for us at the moment. Oh, Gasly's just getting blue flagged. For Max, who has caught and passed Norris. And now Norris has got through as well. So we're going to be getting hit by that very soon as well. Let's
Copy.
encourage that to happen quickly so we don't lose too much time and fall back into Gasly's clutches. And also, hopefully, we can get some DRS out of it as well. Yes, there we go. Lovely. Max is so much faster than us right now. 1:33.9. Porsche is very much slower. 3.4 seconds a lap slower. Able to bring the engine temps down quite quickly like this as well. That'll help with thermal wear rate. Norris's pace isn't great, but it's still quicker than Gasly by almost a second. Both Ferraris have now got through past Perez. They are on softs. Leclerc is losing time to his teammate, as you can see. Right, we should pull over nicely here for Norris. Got a Ferrari coming through as well. That is going to be Sainz. Where are we going to let sights through? Will we get some DRS here as well? Yes, we will. No, we won't. I thought we did. We obviously weren't quite where we needed to be. Now we need to increase our pace again, because with Leclerc coming through, Gasly's now closed the gap to us a bit. But we have improved our tyre wear again. There you can see the line has just helped us. Oh, we've got a VSC. Ooh, okay. That makes things interesting. That is asking a bit too much, but what if we went to a set of softs and then another set of softs? "12 seconds slower," but that's, we're going to save how much time on a VSC? Doesn't say on that screen. That's annoying. Time considerations. Only 3 seconds? That can't be right, surely not. I'm going to do it. I'm going to box him anyway. I've got plenty of softs.
So save a bit rear here.
Copy, copy.
Oh, his strollers crashed. I didn't even think to look who had gone out. I wonder if he's going to be blocking the pit lane exit. Car should probably be clear by the time we get out the pits. Norris is in. That's a very, very timely stop for Norris. Daddy Stroll will not be pleased. No pocket money for Lance this week.
Car is off track. He looks okay. Necessary.
No, bad stop. Come on.
And there's been a slow pit stop.
Did not help us at all.
Okay, copy, copy. Copy.
Right. Anyone else likely to stop? Maybe Perez at 58% on his tyres. Ocon might stop, but he didn't last lap, so maybe not.
Okay, copy, good.
There is Max. Looking to lap us. We're the last car on the lead lap here at the moment.
VSE is ending. VSE is ending.
Copy that. Copy.
DRS is enabled.
And off we go again. Right, let's see how quickly we can close down Ocon. Much, much better tyres. Not even halfway through yet.
Copy.
There we go, letting Max through in a decent place.
Copy.
Sainz is 8 seconds behind, so should be on us in about 2 to 3 laps. We are going hunting, and we are closing.
Copy. Copy. Okay.
And there goes Joe into the pits. And let's hope to get the pair of them. Should be a nice straightforward overtake.
Okay, man, copy.
And of course Ocon likes to drive a little dirty. We've seen that from him all season. Just squeezing us as we were about to pull alongside him.
Copy.
I can do it.
Copy.
Fear not, little Liam. You'll get him here. There we go, moved on.
Copy.
And away we go. It's the 1 second already. Beautiful stuff.
Right then, we can take a look now. Right, let's pick this up as we go into turn 14. It's certainly inviting.
So much more grip on the entry and exit of corners.
And moves up a place into 19th.
Right, next up is Magnussen. Porsche currently 16.5 seconds clear of Hulkenberg. How are we doing against Valtteri? Slightly quicker on that lap. Valtteri is about to get blue flagged, although we are as well. Signs closing on us. 3 seconds a lap quicker. Go back to Lawson, who is lapping very quickly compared to Magnussen right now. Let's have a look at the gyro cam around this circuit. We haven't checked this one out yet. Not expecting it to look that good. Not exactly a lot in the way of banking on these corners, as they're all street roads. Magnussen boxes. Damn you, Kevin. Wanted the overtake. Gyro cam is nothing special. See how long we can stay with Sainz here. If we can stay with him long enough, we might be able to avoid getting lapped by Leclerc for quite some time, given he's got that damage.
Okay.
And let Sainz pull us all the way up to the back of Valtteri nice and easily. Well, we lost the DRS already. Never mind. Worth a try. Let's push anyway.
Copy that. Copy.
Right, we're 8.5 seconds ahead of Ocon now. That's lovely. Oh, Ocon's getting lapped. That's why the Mercedes are coming through on him. And Alonso as well. Yeah, you lose so much time to blue flags. I've been trying to avoid them as much as I can, or engineer them into happening in a fortuitous position on the track, where we don't lose that much time and maybe get some DRS out of it. There's Valtteri. Valtteri's tyres like dying. He's going to be boxing very soon. Can we get the overtake on him before that happens? Tyre wear can't really afford to be pushed. So he's going to get blue flag. It's how much time he's going to lose while that happens. Probably not that much. Oh, he might do, actually. Might lose enough for us to get into him. Almost. Almost. Just going to miss the DRS. And I bet you Valtteri boxes at the end of this lap. He might go one more. Hope he goes one more. Although he is hanging onto the back of Sainz here.
Copy.
Try to pick up a bit more pace.
Evening, Mike.
Let's try to do Belgian cannon.
Sergeant boxes. I've just seen the gap to Ocon. It's now 15 seconds.
Copy.
Trying to get him. Get him.
Copy.
Damn it, I didn't get the DRS again. Alright, it's a lost cause.
Copy, copy.
Valtteri's going to box. Let's cool the engine down.
Copy, copy.
There he goes. There's Leclerc. Still hasn't caught us up.
Copy.
Meanwhile, we are closing in at 2 seconds a lap on Pierre. He's going to be boxing very soon, as is Hulkenberg. Ocon might well box at the end of this lap. There we go. Hulkenberg is in. What tyres is he going on to? Possibly hards to go to the end. Ocon has stayed out so far. Yeah, Ocon's staying out. Oh no, wait. That's an RB. Ocon's in. And I wasn't actually paying attention. Yeah, hard tyres. Sargent's on hard tyres. So this is them to the end. We've still got one more stop to do, but it'll be soft tyres. Even on the current pace setting, they'll be quick. Should be quicker than the hards. And unless they're planning on making another stop, these guys cannot push their hard tyres because they won't last. We're almost a pit stop ahead of Valtteri now. Almost. There's Albon boxes. It's hard tyres to the end for Albon. It's a bad stop. Problem with the left rear. That's very good for us.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop there.
There's the two Mercedes of... actually, no, it's not. Hamilton's box. So that's Alonso and Russell closing in behind us.
Yeah, copy.
Second half of the race is definitely going better for us. There we go, around the outside.
Now down to the pits. There's been a hold-up.
Problem for Sainz. Mediums. Sainz could possibly take those mediums to the end, depending on what push level he's doing. Another left rear problem. Rear tyres have been a real issue for the teams tonight.
Copy.
And then we see Gasly peel off. There he goes, into the pits. So we got that overtake done just in time. That minuscule boost to our confidence level. More importantly, it just puts that extra little pep in our step. Keeps us a little bit further away from Russell and Alonso. Can we stay ahead long enough before they before we need to box? I don't think we can. They are still closing. New fastest lap for Lando. And he gets past Oscar. Up into third. Alonso sweeps around the outside, but Russell might have the... No, Alonso got the DRS. And they are closing in on us very quickly.
Struggling a little bit with the fronts. Copy.
Let's try and encourage the move to happen in a fortuitous place. I don't think it is going to, unfortunately. No, they're too far behind. But maybe we'll get DRS at the start of the lap now. No. So, the first DRS zone then. That didn't work out too badly. Unless they break away too much. Which they might have done.
Copy box. Copy.
Yeah, they did. Oh, well, never mind. At least they're through.
Copy.
Albon is closing us down very quickly. And Charles is in, so let's see, is Charles going to fix any damage to his car? Yes, he is. Wing change. Weird animation for the tyres there.
A bit more pace, man.
Copy, copy.
I'm trying to go faster.
Copy.
Oh, we're not in the pit window yet. I thought we were. That's my bad.
Remember the rear?
Copy.
Max is in. So is Oscar. Norris goes through into the lead. New fastest lap for Sainz.
Copy.
Max comes out right behind Norris on a set of softs. Max has got this race won then, unless there's a safety car or a red flag.
Yellows, yellows.
Copy.
Zip on cue. Sergeant goes, oh, fuck it. That will just be a yellow flag. That won't even be a VSC. Yeah, back into green conditions already. Appreciate the effort though. Safety car would have been glorious. Oh, we are 42 seconds behind Hamilton at the moment. No chance of a point unless we get retirements. But we are going to be best of the rest tonight. Well, at the moment, we've still got Albon and Valtteri closing in pretty quickly. Very quickly, actually.
We need good pace. Okay, we need to push a bit more. Box.
Copy box. Box.
Right, is that Perez? Or is that, no, that's Perez. gap between Lawson and Bottas. That's a big one.
Copy box.
That was a bad place to hand over. Come on, fight him off. There we go.
Copy, copy.
Push, push.
So we're going to be a pit stop behind Albon and Valtteri. Oh, shit. He got through. That hurts our confidence. At
Pitted.
least Bottas doesn't get through as well. Evening, Anthony.
Copy.
Oh, come on. Come on. Jesus. What a disaster. We lost 10 seconds on that stop.
Sorry for that, mate.
Oh, my word. That's better.
To go.
Copy.
Right, let's take a look at the cars around us. We've got grip and pace in these tyres compared to everyone around us, but they will wear out a little bit quicker. And unfortunately, we now have a really, really big gap to get back onto Albon and Bottas. We're still losing 10 seconds on that stop. Should be it for pretty much everyone on the grid now. I don't think anyone else is going to stop unless they have to, you know, due to a lockup or something. First up, Hulkenberg. We are closing. Lawson is already 2 places above where he needs to finish. I should have said 18th. I think we'll just have to be a little bit more aggressive with our options going forward because, again, we performed a lot better than I thought we would tonight. Oh, it's been 15 months already, Anthony. Jesus, that's gone quick.
You can do, mate.
Copy. Okay, copy, copy.
Copy.
Temperatures are fine.
Copy, copy. Copy.
There we go. Nicely through.
Copy that.
28.5 seconds behind Valtteri.
9-4, Jeremy.
Don't think we're going to close that gap back up, unfortunately. If we get within 10 seconds, I'm going to be pissed. How you doing, Clark?
Copy. Copy.
Probably should have gone back into push for that overtake. Especially as gas is now closed up to Sargent. Never mind. Let's try and get him in this next zone
Okay, copy.
as we go over the bridge.
I can do it.
There we go. Using that grip around the outside and straight onto the back of Sargent.
Copy.
Oh, and straight through. Not even a fight.
Copy.
The new camera angle's great. Yes, I love the helicam. I do wish sometimes it was zoomed out a little bit more than it is, but you do get some great shots, and you get to see the tracks from a perspective you don't see very often as well, which is nice. Especially on these street circuits when the roads are so close to each other that it's literally just a thin barrier separating them, like here, like Baku, Monaco. You really get to see just how tight everything really is.
Okay, copy.
Right, we've got Russell, Alonso and Hamilton closing in on the back of us to lap us. But they're not lapping amazingly fast. We are closing in on Valtteri by 2 seconds a lap, nearly 2 seconds to Albon. If we can stay with Russell and co, we can keep our pace up. Well, actually, we're lapping about the same pace as Russell. If we're lucky, we might be able to stay ahead, but if not, if we can stay with them while they're switching places in front, then that should hopefully speed us up onto the cars in front. We're not quite going to make it on the current pace. What's Hulkenberg doing? Hulkenberg is 2.5 seconds slower than us, so we should get Hulkenberg in about 5 laps, 6 laps.
Copy.
You're going to get a point this season. I'm hopeful we are. I'm hopeful that we've managed to weather the storm and we're closing in on getting that first point. We have still got 2 more upgrades to come on the car, and I'm hopeful they're going to give us the pace we need.
Copy, copy. Copy.
Right, I don't want Hamilton to go through because he is losing ground. I want to stay, he's on slower tyres as well. I want to stay with Alonso and Russell because they're swapping places, so they're going to keep their pace higher while they're doing that. So I'm going to push to get back onto George and Fernando.
I think we need to start getting a little bit quicker.
Oh man, they're in the 133s now. Yeah, that's a little bit too quick. Oh, that slowed them down as they went side by side. Have we got a chance here? I think we're just outside of range. Lawson got pulled over. I was wondering why he was slow. He got lapped by the Ferrari. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Copy that.
There we go. We made it. Now, can we stay here? That's the question. Oh God. Max is coming to lap us again. That could mess things up royally. Yeah, I thought we'd lost the DRS.
Copy that. Copy.
2.4 seconds. And here comes Verstappen. And that might have just dropped the DRS from us.
Okay.
No, we did get it. Thank God for that. He is going to pull over George. And we need to be able to get back on touch with him as soon as that happens. There he goes. We go through George's favourite corner. I think we're still just out of range.
Copy.
Yes, we are. Can't do this again. That's it, I'm out of battery.
Copy, copy. Copy.
Try to pick up a bit more pace.
Copy.
Gap now 15 seconds. 16 seconds. So I've got a little bit more leeway on the tyres now. Got two less laps to do on them. So I can keep this tyre pace going just for a moment. We are closing in on Hulkenberg, but we've also got cars coming up behind us as well. Don't think I was still in range, I'm not sure. No, I'm missing the DRS through that sector. And I can't push. I've got to just use the tyres. Hope I can at least stay close enough. Look like we're close enough to get it here.
Copy, copy.
But we didn't. Shit.
Copy.
Definitely not going to get it here. I think that's it. I think they're gone. Got the gap down to 14.5 seconds. We are still lapping over a second quicker, but it's not enough. That pit stop killed any chance we had of getting in front of Valtteri and Alex in the end. So let's focus our attention on Liam then.
Remember, we need the tires for long.
Copy, copy.
Copy.
Piastri and Tsunoda are nose to tail, so they'll both get us in one go. then we can go after Nico. There he is.
Copy. 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 Copy.
I'll quite happily take 14th and 15th tonight. That'll be an excellent result. High tire deg, yeah. The tire degradation has really been improved to the point where hards are definitely being used more this time around. Although I do fear that as the cars improve over the next couple of seasons, we'll see the hards being used less and less again. As the brake cooling, now renamed tyre wear preservation stat, will come into quite strong effect.
Copy.
Laps to go.
4 laps to go.
Copy.
That must be Ricardo then, not Tsunoda. And that must be Norris. Oh, it might be Tsunoda. Right, there is Hulkenberg.
Okay, copy.
God, the car's coming up to lap us as well.
Save fuel.
Copy.
No need to save fuel. We're 2 laps down.
I can do it.
There we go, up the inside. Beautiful move. And now we need to push quickly before the Ferrari catches up. And that'll be Leclerc. There is the Ferrari. There's more cars coming through as well.
Copy.
4 laps to go.
Copy, copy.
So that's Piastri and Perez close behind as well. Two laps left. Oh, that's not worked out well for us.
Copy. Copy.
A bit more pace, man. Relax.
Copy.
Copy.
Can we hold him off? I haven't really paid too much attention to the trophies. I haven't even fired up the PS4 version yet to do my platinum run on that yet. I've been content to just earn them as I earn them on this time round, because I know I'm going to be playing this game a ton.
Copy.
Copy.
So Max makes it 15 wins from 18. Still on course to equal the record he set last season. Porsche comes home in 14th. We are watching the fight for 15th. We have the upper hand right now, but it's all going to come down to this final corner. Oh, and he's lunged us, and he's... Oh, god damn it. We're out of battery. He's got us. Should have gone defensive. It's my own stupid fault. 14th and 16th. The pointing at the end. But, again, we are comfortably ahead of where we said they were going to finish. Both drivers up 4 places from their target, 18th and 20th, with the sponsors. So... yeah, we can be more aggressive then, because I thought this would be a difficult circuit for us, and we actually did pretty well. Still lacking the pace we need to really kick on and challenge for a point, but I'm hopeful that the next 2 updates to the car will give us that little bit of extra pace that we need. And there we go, race done. Comfortable win for Max, 25 seconds in the end.
There's Alex Albon making his way back.
Just out of the points today with a P12 finish in the end.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
Another win this year, and you know what? I wonder if they've lost count by now.
And you've got to think that Singapore will be buzzing now for many hours to come. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And a big thanks to you all for joining us this weekend here in Singapore.
Coming up next, we'll be crossing the pond all the way to Texas for the twists and turns of the United States Grand Prix.
All right then, confirmation of the final result. It is Max getting win number 15 ahead of Sainz in second and Norris in third. Leclerc down to fourth. Had the opportunity for a good podium result tonight, but with that damage to his car, that just lost him some pace there. Piastri in fifth. Perez down 4 places again to finish in sixth. He's not having the greatest of seasons again, and that's allowing Ferrari to close the gap in the constructors, albeit very slowly. Fernando Alonso in 7th place ahead of Tsunoda. Then it's Hamilton and Russell in 10th and 9th respectively. A little bit further down, we have Ricciardo in 11th. Then it's Albon in 12th, 13th for Bottas. We are 14th with Porsche, 15th for Hulkenberg, 16th for Lawson, 17th for Gasly, 18th is Magnussen. Then it's Ocon, Sargent, Zhou, and Stroll, the only driver failing to finish. Driver standings then, Max on 439 points, absolutely walking this season. 129 points clear of Sainz now. And he himself is opening up a bit of a gap over Lando. It's now up to 58 points. Leclerc is just losing touch a little bit for Lando. 8 points the gap. And then Oscar on 209 is 12 points now ahead of Sergio Perez. Hamilton is 7th on 65, 1 ahead of Yuki Tsunoda on 64. Then it's Russell on 57. Alonso on 46 points. Stroll is on 33, Ricciardo in 12th on 27, and still no one else has scored points this season. We remain 17th and 18th. Constructor standings, 636 points for Red Bull. Ferrari actually losing a little bit of ground this weekend, so that gap is getting bigger and bigger again. Once again, though, McLaren not quite able to keep pace, and while they were a strong second earlier in the season, they have definitely slipped a bit in recent races, down to 461 now and being outscored by Ferrari again. Mercedes in 4th on 122 points, RB in 5th with 91, 6th for Aston on 79, and then it is the teams with no points. Haas in 7th, Williams move above Alpine into 8th, then it's Sauber in 10th, and we are in 11th. Fastest pit stops do not see us anywhere near the board. 2.48 was the slowest of the top 10. It was Max. Our best stop was 2.59, so we were a tenth of a second away from the board. And of course, we had a horrendous stop there for Porsche. So we lost 10 seconds on that stop. And then we also had a problem with a sticky wheel nut there as well, costing us another couple of seconds on Lawson. Not great. Standings, Red Bull top with 393 points. McLaren are second on 307. Then it's Ferrari, Alpine, Aston, RB, Williams. And then Mercedes, Sauber. We are in 10th on 39 points. Still 15 clear of Haas in 11th. We will get some money at the end of the season. Question of how much. At the moment, not much. We do achieve our sponsor targets of 18th and 20th. So that's another 620,000. Let's see how we look with our finances now. Power goes up an extra rating point to 80 overall. That's nice. Let's check our inbox. target was expected was 21st, so yeah, definitely did well there. Rear wing has failed on Porsche's car. We can swap that out. They can see where our predicted finishes were and to where we actually finished. Aha! Antonelli has agreed to join us. Fantastic. So he's going to join us on a 2-year salary, 1.6 million per year. And we can afford to buy that contract. He will join us immediately. So we will confirm that hire. Kimi has been courted and has agreed to join us. He could be getting promoted to the number 1 car at the end of the season. We will see how we do. Did we have a problem? Yes, we did. And luckily, just by shutting it down, we didn't have to pay any money. The fault has been fixed. It's not going to cost us anything. That's good, because we didn't really have any money to spend. We've got scouting results back on Hajar. Let's have a look at him. So his stats very high at the moment, thanks to his enthusiasm. You can see his controller's way up in 95 there. But we go back to the email. There are his actual stats. You can see his control's actually 86. So not quite as good as his current form would suggest. But he's out of contract at the end of the season. He's definitely a contender for a role in our team. Actually, I want to compare him to Kimi. It won't let me. All right, let me do it this way. Kimi's now negative. He was so happy until he came here and saw the state of the team. Now he's pissed. Sorry. Bit of a shame. So his stats, let's see, can I compare him to Isaac? Yes, I can. Again, we know that those stats are about 10 points higher than they should be. Kimi's development rate, look at that. Max. He could become very, very quick indeed. Right, let's swap out that rear wing. There we go. I now have no spare rear wings. How long have we got till the next race? 25 days. That's good. That is a good amount of time. We've got 14 days till the chassis is ready. 18 days till the suspension is ready. Lost a little bit of time thanks to having to shut the wind tunnel down. But I can at least get some more spare parts done. Good, because we desperately need them. Got to wait for the results to come back on Alonso. Let's do some checking on our staff, who's out of contract again soon. Just her. All right. Was there somebody else that we were going to look at? No. Was head of Aero, I think, wasn't there? Free agent. Ooh, Stefan Beck. Scout him out. Eight days to go till we do our pit crew training. Advance a bit of time. Get that wing complete. There we go. So I now have 2 spare front wings. I should have 2 spare front wings. Yes. Right, let's build a couple of spare rear wings. There's Fernando. Oh, those stats look good. Mentality is negative because he's out of contract and being replaced by Porsche. He is open to negotiation. What is his current contract? Oh, yeah, that is... Oh, he's already signed a deal to join Mercedes. So he's replacing Hamilton. Now we know who's going to replace Hamilton at Mercedes when he goes to Ferrari. It's Fernando Alonso. Wow. Alonso in a Mercedes. That could be interesting. So we can't sign Alonso. That deal has already been done. Let's have a look at Sainz. Let's see who Sainz is going to. I've still got... No, I've used both scouts now, haven't I? Okay. So at the moment, it's looking like Antonelli's going to get promoted at the end of the season. I would prefer to keep him in the affiliate program for another year, but we shall see. Right, Stefan Beck. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he's definitely better. Look at that. 11 points up in cooling, 7 points up in DRS, 13 points in high speed, down only 1 point in medium, up 15 points in low speed, down 9 points in drag reduction, up 4 in airflow management, up 23 points in airflow sensitivity. He is a huge improvement. I think we need to look at making him an offer, potentially. We will continue to scout out some other people. Let's take a look. She's actually worse than Lauren Roger. So let's go and take a look at sporting directors. Let's take a look at Sabine. Right, what else do I need? Chassis are going to be replaced. Suspensions. We need suspensions. Again, we've got suspensions coming. So, what else is low? Side pods. Let's get some side pods built. More than I can afford. I'll just get one built for now. Is that all he's on? 7.8 mil? Well, it's going to be more than that at the end of his contract when he goes into somewhere else. I'm sure of that. Oh, could we sign? Signs. Oh, he's going to Red Bull. He's replacing Perez. Oh my God, it's happening in real life. It's not happening in real life, but it's happening here. He is replacing Perez at the end of the season. Sainz and Verstappen will be back together again. Oh my God. All right, so let's have a look at Perez. Where is Perez? There he is. It's all go, isn't it? In the driver market. I do like that we've got this active driver market now. Although I'm not happy about the fact that Porsche got poached. Alright, monthly car development is crap. Antonelli, oh wow, look at his improvement in 1 month. This is before he came to us though, so this is using Mercedes Race Sim. He gained a point in cornering, a point in control, a point in smoothness, 2 points in adaptability, a point in overtaking, and a point in accuracy. That's really good. That's a really good month. How did our own drivers do? Not so much. A point for reactions for Lawson, 2 points in accuracy, and a point in adaptability for Share. Ferrari have got a new front wing, and they're now working on a chassis. Williams are having a rough season. Let's get our pit crew training done. We've got a nice little gap. So we are going to pump in some more heavy speed training. I do wish there was a toggle for the whole day as well as just morning and afternoon. Would speed this process up a bit. There we go, some intensive gym training. Let's go with a day of pit stop drills. And then we go into a sprint weekend. And then after that, no training there. And then here, we'll finish the month off with a little bit more pit stop training. And then a little bit of car building as well. There we go. So that should hopefully find us another 300ths of a second. We need to set a training program here, don't we? So let's work on a short run pace more than anything else. We've got 1.4 mil, but we've got parts that are going to need to be built very soon. You can see 6 days to go till the chassis is ready to go into production, and we've got one spare chassis about to drop, which is good because that one might fail. We need to get him back onto the proper one. There we go. Rear wing's going to fail after the next race. I would love to put another part in as well, but I just can't afford to. There we go. So we've got a spare chassis for the sprint weekend. And now we have a slot free for the next. Isabella Cockram's contract is up for renewal. We are not going to be doing that yet. We are scouting for a replacement right now. In fact, I think we've got to go for Matt Harmon, really. More expensive, but let's offer him a 3-season deal. Start next season. Oh, wait, buyout fee. How long's his contract? Oh, damn it. He's agreed to... oh, my God, he's going to Ferrari. Andrea Desordo has already got a new deal going through. Matt Harmon going to Ferrari as technical chief on a 1-year contract. Oh my God, look at how little money we could have got him for as well. 1.6 mil. All right, Jody Eggington has renewed on a 5-year deal for 2.5 mil. Jesus. I don't know if we can actually get anybody that I want. I guess we pulled the trigger on getting Max then. We're going to lose out on the chassis, we're going to lose out on the suspension, but we're going to gain on the wings and on the side pods and the underfloor. Let's see, we're down 12, up 10 there, so down 2 overall. Up 5 overall, up 15 overall, up 24. He's up 11 points overall. Yeah, he's probably the better choice. All right, let's offer him a 2-year deal. Don't want to pay him that much though. Cost to break oh no, wait, end of season. There we go. All right. Send him a contract offer. We may even be overpaying on $1 million. We shall see. All right, Sabine. She's better. Much better. We have got to break his contract together, though. So that is one for another day, that decision. I was hoping to get someone with an actual headshot rather than a silhouette. Marco's going to cost me too much. All right. Race engineers. Let's take a little gander at Matthew Ogle. Yeah, we've already dealt with his contract. I know he's demoralised at the moment, but he is staying on for another season. We've already got that deal locked up. 4-year deal. Haven't done anything with Pedro yet. Haven't made my mind up on him. Perez, right. Has Perez got a seat next year? No, he doesn't. He's out of contract. Could I get Checo? We'll have to pay the signing bonus immediately. It's a big chunk of change, so that's why I want to drop him down a bit if I can. I don't think we're going to get him, but we'll send him a deal. See what he says. It may well be too expensive. We're going to continue to scout some of these other drivers. Who else is out of contract this year? Magnussen and Hulkenberg. Let's take a look at Nico. Now we can build the brand new chassis. This is going to be worth quite a bit. As you can see, it's going to boost our medium and high speed. It's going to give us a tiny bit more engine cooling. But more importantly, it's going to give us almost an extra percentage point on DRS, a little bit of a boost to our acceleration, and it's going to give us a nice little boost to our speed as well. Right, we've got spare side pods. Board want to attend the next Grand Prix. Before I do that, let me see what they thought of this result. Let's have a look. They were happy, so you can see how things have turned around for us in terms of the board. Yeah, let's let them come. Hopefully we can get the confidence up to a medium and we can actually get a payday at the end of the season, even if it is only an extra 750k. Advancing time, 10 days to go to Austin. Have I got enough money to actually start one of these? I hope so. Matthew Ogle's stats. Let's compare him to Pedro. Not a massive difference. And if we are keeping Liam, which I'm planning on doing, it's probably better to keep Pedro, because they've already built a bit of a relationship. It's up to an okay affinity. Trouble is, he is demoralised, so it's going to make it hard to get him to accept a new contract, or at least, you know, a worthy, you know, a realistic kind of contract in terms of finances. That is going to be a lot trickier. Can I afford to make one? Yes, I can. Good. I can get one of those into production. Nico's stats aren't too bad. And he has re-signed for an extra year. And look at his salary. Wow, his salary is going up from 1.8 to 7.1. That's quite a big jump in pay there. Okay, let's take a look at Valtteri. His salary is probably going to be horrendous. And let's take a look at Ocon. So Max is happy to join us. This is going to briefly put us in debt. But that's another position sorted out for next season. Sponsor plan in 3 days. That's going to be a nice injection of cash. So we're going to be out of debt in just a couple of days now. But we're out of debt already. Beautiful. Thank you, Tour Centre. $2.6 mil. Very nice. And I'm going to invest that in our race sim. And that gives me just enough cash to afford Checo's signing bonus if he agrees to join us. Let's set our sponsor plan. No mandatory activities. We're on for another 2.65 mil. We've lost so much money that we should have been getting from our secondary sponsors this season. The first 3 plans or so, or 4 plans, we should have been getting 2.65 mil, and we were only getting like 400k. So, yeah, we're down multiple millions on what we should have had, which is not good. We're not going to be building any more parts, I don't think, this season. So let's go with a design center advert. Or do a CFD advert. And we'll do a technical chief one as well. She's leaving at the end of the season, so that's fine. Right, that'll be worth another 2.65 mil in 6 weeks. The money problems seem to be over, finally. Right, let's check out his mentality. Full report for Andrea, Kimi, Antonelli. I can do that actually here. So, he has no current opinions on his personal situation or me. He's happy that we've upgraded the facility, but he's unhappy with a lot of other stuff. Which is why he's negative overall. Alright. Hopefully we can turn that around. We'll certainly be putting him in the car a bit more for the rest of the season where we can. Not in sprint weekends, because we only have that one practice session on a sprint weekend now, but we will certainly start swapping him out for Teo, so we can boost his development as much as we can. Right, 3 days to go. Are we going to get a response from Checo before then? Maybe. He's made us an offer, a counter offer. What does he want? He wants an extra season. He wants an extra 2.5 mil. He wants his race target to be much, much higher with a bonus threshold of 22nd. I cannot afford that. That is ridiculous. Let's make a counter offer. Let's go to a 3-season deal. I've got to drop that salary down to something that's going to be at least potentially achievable. That's too high a race bonus. I can't afford him. It's too much. He'll bankrupt me. All right, so Not going to be signing Perez. I honestly didn't think we'd get him anyway. Are we scouting with both of our scouts? We've got a day to go. Alright. Let's have a look at Ocon. Ocon is going to Aston in... What? Hang on a minute. Is he replacing Stroll? No, wait, car one. That's Fernando. Fernando's in... Oh, no, Fernando's in car two. It is Stroll. Daddy Stroll has had enough. Lance, with his crappy bed hair there, has been kicked out of the team. He will not be at Aston next season. They're finally getting serious. Wonder where he's going to go. I've got to find out where he's going to go. He's not coming to us, that's for sure. Let me go back to Valtteri. I think Valtteri is replacing Ocon at Alpine. Yeah, he is. He's going to Alpine. Sargent is going to Sauber to replace him. You know, there is someone else we could look at that we haven't even considered yet. Where is he? There. I've got him in my Brabham team, and he's solid if unspectacular. So both Ocon and Valtteri are out of the question. Yeah, Stroll is finally getting kicked out of Aston Martin. That's awesome. That's awesome news. So it's not going to be wet, according to the email. It's going to be warm, so tyre wear is going to be high again. Yeah, look at sprint race weather, 28 degrees. Big jump. All right, well, there we go. We are prepped and set for tomorrow, our final race of the week. It will be the return of sprint season as we head to the Circuit of the Americas in Texas for the United States Grand Prix. Not a bad stream today. We have managed to sign Kimi Antonelli on a 2-year deal starting immediately, so he might be able to see. Is he out of contract at the end of next season? Or is it 2 years and a bit? No, we've got him for 2 years after this season, so that's excellent. So we've got him for 2 and a bit years. Very, very good. We haven't got to worry about his contract coming up for renewal next year, which gives us a whole year of him before we even have to think about offering him a new deal to keep the poachers away. So yeah, we have signed Kimi Antonelli to improve our staffing there. We have signed Max Kultas to replace Isabella Cockram for next season. We've scouted out quite a few options and found out a bit more about what's happening in next season's driver market. And we have now got our upgrades in production. They are finally out of development and being built in the warehouse. Plus, we now have some spare parts again. As you can see, we have one of the brand new chassis, but we've got both cars now on the Mark II with a spare. which is really nice. We've also got 2 spare front wings, 2 spare rear wings, a spare side pod, a spare underfloor, and we are working on brand new suspensions alongside the new chassis as well. So we have got more pace coming, but I was hoping we would have them on the car in time for Mexico. That might well be the case for the chassis, but it won't be the case for the suspension. That will probably have to wait now till Brazil, which will be the next sprint after tomorrow. So, good progress. Decent result tonight in terms of performance. Still lacking, but we are getting closer and closer to finally sneaking a point if things go our way. Fingers crossed we will get a point and jump all those other teams. And we're getting money on a consistent basis from our sponsors again now, which is really nice. A proper basis, a proper amount of money. So hopefully the rest of the season will be a little bit easier. We haven't done any research. It's unlikely we're going to get any research done this year. So I'm still worried about what next car's going to be, but that is a problem for another day. We have got races that we need to focus on first and figure out who is going to take Porsche's place next year. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.